What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another live stream. Today is Thursday, 6th of July, and it's looking pretty good. Pretty interesting start to pre-London. We've had some interesting moves. I was looking at both gold buys and GJ sells, but the problem we had was both hadn't created a bottom wick or a top wick on the 1 a.m. Eastern time candle. Okay, so now we've rejected both very heavily. So this is very interesting because gold, we have a level here where we have an hourly closure above. Let's just start from the top here. So the daily closed bearish yesterday. We respected these levels, came right back down into this area. We did close no bottom wick, but on the daily time frame, it's not that big of a deal. 4 hour looks very sort of as if this is just a retest. Hourly, we can see we've broken the highs. Okay, so if we keep in mind the daily, we're going to need range 2 to take buys. So if we look at the 15-minute, we sort of have a range 1 here that was formed during Asia, and then a range 2 here. So you can see that range 1 breakout, then we fake out and now continue. Okay, so technically we've had our range 2 breakout, but we didn't have a bottom wick. So now I think technically we can take buys on the break of this high, because we have a closure outside of a range and then a rejection of that range. We got 30 pips to the top. What's GJ doing? Yeah, so it's an interesting, very interesting market here. Hold on, let me just look at this 15-minute. Yeah. So we have a 30-minute closure above here, and then another 30-minute closure above here, which is an hourly closure above. Now this hourly's come down, create a bottom wick. 4 hour still doesn't really have a big bottom wick. Yeah. So this was our buy level, but we didn't create the retest on the hourly. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. If I'm seeming a bit unsure. Just a weird start to the day, but I think the simplest thing we can do is wait for breakouts above here, because then we have clear range 1, range 2. And in terms of sells, yeah, sells are going to be below here. We got clean range down to there, unless we sort of form some nice structure, and then flip around. We could potentially look to fill this range, because it's, how big is this? Nearly 25 pips. Okay, so that's the go with gold. We'll see how this is sort of pushing. Because technically we could take buys on the break of this high, because we have closed above. The only thing I'm a bit not, sort of loving is range 1, range 2, because it is a bit sort of like yesterday. It's not very clear where those ranges are. And we have a very strong daily bearish close from yesterday. Okay, so plus we haven't created a bottom wick on today as well. So the odds are in favor of this candle flipping and going down. But like I always say, there's no sort of benefit to predicting. We just got to see what the market does and then go from there. Okay, so that's the plan with gold. I'm going to set an alert here just in case it flips. Let me just have a proper look here. So this was during Asia. Early Asia, we broke out. You can see the fake out happen there. And then we form a range 2. Yeah, so yeah, technically we could take breaks, buys on the break this high. Could also potentially look at a 1 hour wick fill. But I'd rather wait for the 15-minute to break the highs. Then it would technically be a hourly breakout with a head tail entry. So that's interesting. Let's see what happens there. Okay. And then GJ, oh wow. GJ is also very interesting, because if you look on the 15-minute, we had the closures below. We had a 30-minute closure below. Now we're creating a top wick on the hourly and potentially flipping. Yesterday's daily closed bullish. Yeah, very interesting market here today. So yeah, this 30-minute breakout, we can see to the left we have clean range, about 25 pips. Yeah, let's see what this does. But it is a bit of a weird market this morning, not gonna lie. It's some strange setups, but let's see. Good morning, good morning. Interesting day though. Let's see what happens. What's gold doing? I think I'm just gonna wait for closures here. See what happens. Good morning or good afternoon. Yeah, afternoon here. So, very nice day here in Sydney. But the sun's too bright. Alright, yeah. So, bit of a crazy start, but yeah, this is the first time I've looked at the charts today, so, and it's just a bit of an odd situation that's happening, because the 4 hour didn't create a top wick, it just pushed, and we had a very big push during Asia, so we just need to figure out what's going on exactly. But yeah, my plan for GJ, if we look at the daily, yesterday's daily closed bullish, okay, now we've come down very aggressively right back into this sort of consolidation area. But we did break the highs yesterday, so this could potentially flip, although we did break yesterday's lows. Okay, so 4 hour, very strong bearish. 15. All right, so if this 15 closes below here, it'll be a 30-minute breakout, okay, with a head tail entry, and we can enter on the break of this low, break even at the fill of the wick, TP right here, okay, because we definitely have range 1 that was formed during Asia, and then range 2 here, okay, or here at the break of this low. You can see that. Okay, so that's the plan with GJ. So if this 15 closes below, technically I could take this on the 30-minute flip, and it's not a bad trade because we had some breakout of support through there, and now we have a very big top wick on the hourly. But I'll at least wait for this 15 to close just to see what happens. And then gold, I think I'm just going to wait for a breakout to the top. Because this 30 closed rejecting. Well, it's not really a wick fill. Whereas GJ, you can see the 30, it sort of looks more like a wick fill, doesn't it? The wick is sort of 8 pips and the candle's 8 pips as well. Whereas gold, the body is only 3 pips and the wick's 10 pips. So it sort of looks a bit more like a rejection. So yeah, for that reason, I'm just going to wait for the break to the top. And then we can potentially look at buys above there. And we got decent range to the top, 30 pips. So no rush. Let's see what happens. We also have clean range on GJ below here. 30 pips. I took a trade yesterday, another break even. So 3 break evens to start the month off. This was on gold NY Open. It was literally like less than a minute, and then it was break even, and then it was all over. So I'll show you guys what happened here. So we had the 30-minute close below right here. Well, on TradingView it closed below, but obviously not on my broker. So we had a closure below, and then we had this 30 break the low, entered on the break of the low, and then we had break even at this wick fill right here. We hit the wick, went break even, and then it just rejected straight away. And then it went all the way back up. So pretty happy with that trade. Very simple. I'll show you on TradingView now, but yeah, very simple trade. It was simply Goldie. We had, where was it? Here. Yeah, so NY Open, we had a 30-minute closure below this level. You can see here. If you look at the daily was bullish, but I believe you had range 2. yeah, so range 1 and then range 2. You had the breakout. Then at the break of this low, we entered break even at 8 pips, and then it just rejected. So yeah, nice little trade. But yeah, we haven't really got anything that's continued this month. It's been break evens, but I'm very happy with how I traded this month. No complaints. This play could also work on the 30 if this 30 closes below. Be a 30-minute breakout, head tail entry, fill the wick, and I'll wait for Goldie closures above. It was a tough market to analyze just then. It's not it wasn't very straightforward. Like it usually I come to the charts and it's like easy. Like I know exactly what to do, but today I had to do a bit of actual thinking. Like what's actually going on here? But it's all just because this 4 hour on both of the pairs just pushed straight away. So gold, I think, still doesn't have a bottom wick. And they're both going against yesterday's daily, which is a bit annoying. So it just makes it hard to... Both dailies don't have a top wick or a bottom wick either. So, yeah, pretty crazy market. Do we have news today? We have news in New York, I know that. But nothing for London, okay? So, like I said yesterday, this will probably just increase volume. And then we got that later on. Yeah, if this flips and then goes, that's fine. But yeah. Yeah, GJ tanked yesterday. Or today, this morning. I wonder if there was... Yesterday during New York, there was some crazy volatility. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was crazy volatility in New York. On both gold and GJ. And it was just random. It started here when I entered this trade. Like this shot down, shot back up, and then pushed and then came down. And there was just no news, no nothing. I don't know what it was. But sometimes stuff like that happens, you know? It's just crazy. It may have been the OPEC meeting. Oh, where is it? May have been that. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. Yeah, so those affect gold, but yeah, slow start to the month. It just hasn't been heaps. We had a few trades which we didn't quite get into. But other than that, it's been quite slow. So technically we could take buys on the break of this. If you look at the 15, because the daily is bullish from yesterday. Plus we haven't created a top wick, but the hourly doesn't have a bottom wick yet, so do I risk 2% per trade? Well, it depends. I usually have 20 pips is about 1% my account, just over, like 1.2%. So yeah, like 30 pips, which is usually my max stop loss, is like 1.8 1.9% of my account. Yeah, it's about, you know, anywhere from 0.5 to 2% of my account, depending on how many pips the stop is. Alright, so if gold or GJ part of me closes below here, how many pips do we have to the bottom? About 20 pips to the bottom. If GJ closes below here on the 30, we could have sell stop on the break of the low. Not the low, the candle close. With a 30 pip stop. We can see the previous hourly didn't have a top wick, came out, liquidated those highs. Well, not liquidated, just retested, I guess. On the 5-minute, it'll just look like a nice retest, yeah. Little bit of a fake out. Now we're continuing down, so let's see if we can close somewhere in this area. Technically could be at the breakout, but I don't know if we'll have enough range. Oh, we could still have enough range. So yeah, we'll see. Either it could be a 15-minute breakout or a 30-minute head tail, depending on how we close. Goldie could be pushing bullish. So if gold closes above here, I'd probably rather take gold because we have a better stop and a bigger range. And we got the hourly. Oh, this is going to be... Yeah, so there goes GJ. Let's see what gold does here. It'll be a 30-minute close. So if we don't create a bottom wick, it'll be just a buy on the break of this high. What's GJ doing? GJ is still just all over the shop. So we got a minute and a half. This will be an interesting close. Unless this creates no top wick at all. And then that would suck. And GJ, this will be an interesting close. Okay, so we closed above. So let's see if we create a bottom wick. Otherwise, we're going to have buys on the break of that high. But we should create a bottom wick. Yeah, so we're creating a bottom wick now. Right, so I'm going to have a buy stop at the break of this level right here. Simply a 30-minute or 15-minute breakout. Stops will be about 20 pips at the hourly low. Break even, let's have a look. Break even, how far is that? Yeah, so it'll be around these levels here where these wicks start to come in. And then, yeah, TP1 around these wick fills. We'll see. How did GJ close? Ooh, GJ closed below as well. I'd rather take gold because, first of all, GJ, we have a lot of wick rejections down to the bottom here. And it's not as big of a range, and the stops are very big. So just in terms of sort of probability, I'd much rather gold. And again, you know, it's just another trade. Ooh, okay. I got triggered in from spread there. So entry is at 1921.31. Ooh. Stops about 20. Bit bigger, so about 20, 22 pip stop. How we'll manage this if we get a closure back below the level. We do have a 30 closure, so if we get a 30 closure back below this level is when we will manage risk. Right. So, although this is 30-minute breakout, I took it based on the 15 because we have a nice 15-minute level here. We have a nice bottom wick on the hourly. Am I concerned that there's no bottom wick on the 4-hour? Maybe a little, but we had the levels marked out as our buy levels. We have a range 2. If price comes down, it comes down. It's just another trade, okay? So, yeah, pretty happy with that entry. But yeah, if we get a closure back below, that's when we'll manage risk. We also have the hourly low as a stop, so that's quite nice. It's a bit of low volume now. But yeah, it's expected that this 30 is going to come down to create a bottom wick, which I'm not concerned about. Yeah, it does look like this thing's coming down, doesn't it? If you look at it from a higher time perspective, you got the daily, no bottom wick, you got the 4 hour, no bottom wick. But I mean, we had the signals, we had the plan, so we just got to trust it, you know? But it is one of those rare cases where it feels like you're going against everything, because you're against the daily, you're against the 4 hour, but you know, that's why we have our range 2, and that's why we wait for not just one breakout, but 2. So let's see what happens. Can I explain why I like marking my levels on the 15? It's just sort of how I've done it. I mean, there's no real reason. You could do it on the 30, you could do it on the 15, you could do it on the hourly. I just find the 15 is a good balance between sort of seeing clean zones, whereas if you go down to the 5 minute, like, you'll have so much noise. On the 30, you may miss some levels that are present on the 15. It's just sort of how I started doing it, and then yeah, it just stuck. There's no real reason. It would work on any time frame, I think. I just think 15 is really good at showing where those levels are for the time frames that I'm trading. So yeah, that's all. It's a bit slow here. Hopefully gold doesn't just sit because of this news later, but yeah, it's moved well during Asia, and yeah, we'll see. But again, you know, it's just another trade. Win, lose, break even. We had a plan, we followed the plan. Whatever happens now is just, it's just another one of these, you know? It doesn't matter what happens. So, what's happening here? We're a bit stuck, aren't we? We are indeed a bit stuck. So we close pretty much doji. If this 15 closes below, we'll have to close because then we'll have a 30-minute closure back below our 15-minute level. Back below here. And it will almost be like a fake out. So yeah, we'll have to close if this closes bearish. But yeah, let's see what happens. It's still valid. We just need a bit of volume. Hopefully London Open gives volume. Yeah, it's a bit slow at the moment. Let me just turn the light on. Yeah, so we literally entered and then we just haven't moved since. Right, so I'm just trying to see what's going on here with GJ. So we have yesterday daily, we have a bullish close, okay? 4 hour we can see is pushing down heavily. Hourly, we're creating a bit of retest. 30-minute, we have a bit of structure right here. And 15-minute. So technically, you can have buys above here because the daily closed bullish. It's just such shitty price action, isn't it? And gold is doing nothing. So I think I'll wait for an hourly here, which will be the next close anyway. But I'm not going to enter 2 trades at once, so we'll see what this gold trade does first. So yeah, if this closes below this level, we'll close. But there's just no volume. But careful what we wish for, because it could be volume and it could just shoot down. So, but yeah, some volume would be nice. If this closes above, I mean, we could still hold, but it's just a bit, I don't know. But if I'm honest, usually when a 15 closes like that, or a candle closes doji like that, very small and going the right way, price often reverses. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I would have expected this to shoot if we entered, but yeah, there's just no volume right now. Could be because of news later on, or just the week, because we have so much news this week, tomorrow and Friday, or today and Friday. Let's see what happens. We still got 7 minutes. It's a long time. Now we're coming down. So let's see. Doesn't look too promising. So yeah, first trade may be a loss here, which is pretty annoying. After about 50 pips of analysis called out. But like I always say, you know, there's no point knowing analysis. You got to take the trades. Hopefully we can manage before this close. Hopefully it doesn't just shoot down and stop us out before then, but if it does, so be it. Yeah, so if this closes below now in 3 minutes, I will close full. Because we can just wait for a re-break above this high and then re-enter. But if we look at the 30, we'll have a 30-minute closure or 15-minute closure back below this level. And yeah, it's not worth holding on when we get a closure back below. And we could potentially take GJ buys. You're heading out in the next 30? Well, yeah, I think we'll be out probably in 2 minutes. I'm gonna exit. It'll be probably like a 10 pip loss, I think. That's just low volume. Like, yeah, you can't really do much about that. Nine times out of 10, this thing's continuing, but when there's just, maybe it's the news or something, but yeah, there's just low volume, price just isn't really doing much. But we could flip, who knows? Or we could get stopped out. That would suck. Watch it push like 10 pips right now. GJ looks like it's rejecting. Yeah, there's just no volume. Alright, so as this candle closes, I'm going to close this position. Right, I closed my position right there. Closed with a, how big was this loss? Eight pip loss. So yeah, I mean, it was there. We had the 15 closure above. I think we just got low volume. Like, price just didn't really push our way, and yeah, there's no point holding on to this trade now. So yeah, first loss of the month, which is fine. But like I always say, you know, it's just another trade. Thursday. What day is it? That was the first trade on stream for quite some time. So now if we get closures back above here, we can potentially look at buys. GJ did close above here. Wow. Now the hourly's coming down to create a bottom wick. This is interesting. Right, so minus 8 pips for the month. On the board at least. Such a weird market today. Look at this. Like, what? Yeah, so maybe we get gold closures above here. We could maybe look for sells below here. Do we have 30-minute structure? Not yet. Okay, so we need, for me to take sells, I need to see the 30-minute close bullish to create support and then a break back below that support. Like that. Yeah, so good management on that. I'm really not fussed on that. I think it was just a bit of low volume, if I'm honest. If this goes now, it goes. But yeah, something's going on right now because this stuff's going crazy. Aussie dollar pairs are going nuts. Let's have a look. Yeah, a lot of volume, but it's such sporadic moves right now. GJ, yeah, with GJ we need a top wick on this hourly for us to take anything. It actually looks quite nice on gold now for potential buys. But yeah, really nicely managed on GJ there. That's a bit unfortunate that we just didn't quite get the move. Yeah, it could be the OPEC meetings. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's pretty... Minus 15 pips on stream. Not the best. But, I mean, we've taken 6 trades, so... Okay, so now we got a nice and simple plan here. Technically, you could take the flip here. 28 pips. Because you have a 30-minute break above. The fact that this daily is so bearish already, and it's not even London yet, it's just wigging with me a bit, if I'm honest. It feels like, I don't know, it feels just... But technically we could have buys above here because yesterday daily closed above this level, closed bullish, 4 hour. In GU, volume dropped from 8xx to 2xx. I don't know what that means, but yeah, the volume just dropped a bit, and now it's picking up. I don't know. It's all over the shop. Predicting more upside on this GJ move. Yeah, well, I can't take sells here unless we create a top wick on the hourly. But yeah, look at this crazy GJ. So yeah, nicely managed there on gold for an 8 pip loss. It's actually 7, but because of spreads around 8. Oh, medium term, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty crazy GJ the last couple of days. But this week, GJ has been shut. It has not done anything. From Monday onwards, we were just stuck in this range. Gold hasn't been great either. Actually, gold has been good. There's been some good opportunities on gold. I just unfortunately missed them, but yeah. Not particularly handy with lower time frame stuff. Well, yeah, I'm not particularly handy with higher time frame stuff. So that was our first trade on stream since last month on the 26th. So London has just been so slow. Last London trade, like NY, London. Crazy. But yeah, last month was all NY pretty much. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 23 trades were London. Rest were New York. See, mate, enjoy wherever it is you're going. Jeez. Right, so GJ is sort of running away from us. There's not much we can do. But Goldie buys do look quite good if we can break these highs. All right, so GJ, could we have a fake out here? Potentially, yes. Yeah, now our buy levels will move to the break of 182.096, breaking closure. And yeah, if we want to take sells, we still need to see a top wick on this hourly. I'll be back. Okay, so yeah, gold. Bit annoying, but yeah, if we get closures above here, it'll be a 30-minute closure. Bit of a nicer price action than the last trade, but it'll pretty much be the exact same trade if we get it closures above, and if we hopefully don't just fill this range. And GJ, yeah, I can't do anything with GJ. could also look at GJ fakeouts because yesterday's daily closed bullish. Plus this hourly doesn't have a top wick. So that's not the worst idea. We did also create a high up here. But let's see. Gap's getting a bit small on GJ. Yeah, it looks like a bit of a fake out and then potentially continue on bullish. If that happens, if we get a closure above here, we'll need to wait for the next 30 to open and create a bottom wick. So we can use that as our stop, because this stop is too big. 45, 43 pip stop, too big. Otherwise we can just wait for a closure back above here. But yeah, that fake out's not an option anymore because we only have 12 pips to the top, which isn't enough. So this is the importance of trade management. Like, if we decided to hold on to this, and we could have easily gotten stopped out here. I mean, we would have held on, but easily could have gotten stopped out. This next trade could have come along, and we would have been down 20 pips instead of 8. So, yeah, very happy with how I managed that. been one of those choppy weeks. Yeah, it has been a bit choppy this week. It's just been a bit random price movement, I'd say. Like, it's been very sporadic. There hasn't been a lot of actual trend or momentum. It's been a breakout, a very aggressive push, and then a very aggressive rejection or come down. Like, it hasn't been break a high, continue sort of structure. It's been very sporadic, which isn't bad. It's just a bit harder to trade. Or equity wise, yeah. Well, mine's just been break even, break even, break even, minus 8 pips. So 30 seconds to the close. Let's see if we can get a closure above. No, we don't. Alright, so now we can have sells below here on gold. And the reason is because the 30 has created support. So we have a new range on the 30-minute here. So if we break the lows on the 15-minute, we have clean range to the downside of 24 pips in line with the daily. The 4-hour also has not created a bottom wick. So yeah, that'll be quite nice if we get sells on gold. So yeah, let's see what happens. I have a feeling GJ is going to push bullish here and gold's going to come back down. If I would have to guess what's going to happen, but you had -3, -2, +11, -2. Damn, that's crazy. +4% for the week. That is very freaking good. +11% in one day is insane. I'm gonna play a little game of chess. Do I make enough on trading to quit my job? Yeah, I guess I do. But, I mean, I'm still a student, so I don't really need much money. I still live at home, so... Do I make enough? I guess, but it's not enough where the fact that I could move out and live comfortably. Soon though, I believe soon we'll be there, but yeah. Like I make enough as I live now, like I could survive, but I don't think I'd be able to move out into a nice place and live like a life like that, if you know what I mean. Oh, I'm an idiot. All those GJ longs that made it plus 11? Yeah, it's freaking good. So sells are now... We don't really have enough range on sells. Maybe below there. 16 pips. Ooh. Oh, suck shit. Can you get me from there? No. Unlucky. What's my account size, if you don't mind me asking? It's around 25,000. So that's just like childhood savings, a bit from work, and a bit from actually growing it. So yeah, it's not huge, but it's growing. So yeah. But yeah, I'm doing the challenge next week. I'll start, which will be interesting. And I think that should go pretty well. But yeah, I'll run a trade copier, so I still trade my normal account as well. So yeah, 25,000, you make like 10%. It's $2,500 a month, which is enough. It's like a decent amount, but I mean, I don't make 10% every month. I'm more like 5 to 10, and I've only been making consistent gains for like 2-3 months now. So I'm considering being funded. Yeah, I mean, why not? You know, because like, I looked at it and you can run it from a trade copier. So you can literally just trade your normal account and then just have your other account, your funded account, just tag along. I mean, like if you can get funded and then just still trade your normal account, I mean, why not? What funded account size I'm going to go for? I'm going to do 100K, I think. Um, so yeah, that'll be pretty good. Bit of a hit to the bank account, but I'm very confident going into it, I think. Gonna be juicing real soon. No, I don't think so. Even if I do get rich, I'll never buy a Lambo. I'd buy 1 or 2 cars. Ooh, this guy just messed up. The only car I would buy is one of these puppies. That's the only car I would buy, I reckon, if I was really loaded. But these are like 1.6 mil US. So, long way to go. What trade copier? I used Social Trader tools for a bit, and it was really good. So it's like $20 a month for 2 accounts. Don't really need more than 2 accounts. Right, so we got to watch gold here, because if we close below, we could have sells. Similar with G. Actually, I'm quitting this chess game because we could have something here. And it could be off the rip. If it gets to a minute left, we'll quit this chess game. How does a trade copier work if you trade on 2 different brokers? It's literally just, it just opens an account. It's like the software. It opens a trade. You can do it by lot size or by like a multiplier. So if you open 3 lots on one account, it will multiply that by a certain number. And it could be 0.1. So then you would open 0.3 lots on a different account. Or you could do 10 multiplier, so you'd open 30 lots on a different account. So yeah. It works quite well, I think. But you just gotta make sure that, what do you call it? If you're doing a funding challenge, that they allow trade copiers. Because there are some that don't allow it, I know that. Sometimes the prices vary slightly. Yeah, for me, it was just like, it sort of just, it does the exact same price wherever that may be on the broker. So sometimes you lose more or win more or something like that. Okay, I'm quitting this chess game. Okay, let's see what happens here. How big is this stop on gold? About 20 pips. If this wick is pretty small, could just be off the rip. So this is the in line with the daily. So could potentially be catching the top of the daily top wick, hourly 30. We can see the 30 coming down now. We just have to be careful because this is the hourly closing soon. We have about 20 pips down to the bottom. GJ is also valid, it's just quite a big stop. So you could wait for the hourly close here, but I am gonna take a sell on the break of this 15 low. GJ is also valid, but the stops are quite big. So if we don't create a top wick, it's valid for me to enter on the break of this low right here. Alright, so I have a sell stop in. Potentially it's a bit more of a risky trade, but it's, you know, stops are going to be at the hourly high. So about 21-ish pips. And in terms of how we'll manage, if we get a 15 closure back above this level, that is when we'll manage. Alright, I mean, it's a 21 pip stop I have. Entry is at 1919.09. Where to go break even? Where to go break even? I think I'll go break even right around here. It could be here, but it's we didn't get the right entry, so yeah, this is fine if this creates a top wick. But yeah, if we close back above, that's when we'll manage risk. But yeah, like I always say, you know, this is just another trade. There's you know, win, lose, break even, it's just another trade. GJ, it's not bad. So this is a 15 impulse, or it was, I guess you could call it break of previous low, but it was pretty much impulse on the 45. It's a bit more of a risky trade, but it's still quite a high probability, especially on gold. We've taken a few on the 45. GJ would be really nice if you get a head-tail closure here to continue bullish. Yeah, the stops were just a bit big for me on GJ. 31 pips could have worked. Same thing with gold. It'll be the exact same. If you get a bullish closure but you respect these levels, it's still valid. Very aggressive trade you could do, or not you could do, but is a valid setup, is stops below here on the 15 minute. But yeah, very aggressive. So yeah, if we get closures back above, that's when we'll close. Pretty annoying to just get tapped in, but it's all good. GJ looks very good. Yeah, it's a shame GJ just had quite a big stop. We just need to be wary of this hourly closing, because the hourly is likely to create a top wick. I honestly wouldn't even mind if this closes bullish. we'll just have a bit more, like the hourly will create a top wick likely, but we have our stops above the previous hourly. So if this is going to continue down, it should respect that. I'll be back though. So we got 2 minutes till closure. There goes GJ. That's a bit annoying. But yeah, we just didn't have the stop. Would have been, I guess he could have worked, but yeah, I just like the look of gold a bit more. Jeez, GJ, pumping. Yeah, if I was in this, I'd be at break even now. You got the hourly closing in a minute. Hopefully with gold can close below here. Otherwise it'll be another small loss. If it closes sort of, let's just see. GJ running. But yeah, now GJ's filled the range I wanted to take advantage of. So there's not much we can do now. Gold should follow, especially if we get a closure below here now. GJ's pushing, gold should continue down, but yeah, so this new hourly open will likely create a top wick before coming down. Would GJ trade have been in my backtest? Yeah, it probably would have. But I don't like to take 2 trades at once. I would have taken this below the 30 low. It's bordering, it would have been about 32, 31 pips. But yeah, probably would have taken that. It's just, I just like the look of gold more, to be honest. But yeah, here we go now. So no top wick on the hourly, which is a bit annoying. So hopefully we can create a top wick before coming down to our break even. But yeah, it's when both GJ and gold, you know, have a trade opportunity, I'm not going to take both because usually GJ and gold go sort of opposite each other. So I'm not going to try and take both. And I just like the look of gold a bit more. So I don't mind this. Hopefully we can just survive this 1 hour top wick. But this is good because now as we continue down, we've already created a top wick. So if we can hit break even now, we should continue down. Isn't it going to be devil's advocate? Oh, isn't it going to be a cause of frustration? I mean, maybe, but like, I don't really care. You know, it's trading. It's going to happen. I'm not going to be able to choose the winning one all the time. And I mean, it rarely happens. This is the first time in 2 months it's happened where they've both set up at the same time and I've had to pick one. But yeah, I guess that's just something I'm going to have to deal with. But yeah, I mean, gold could still push here and we could win both. So, and usually if one of them goes, both end up working out. So It didn't close with a massive bottom wick on the hourly, which is a bit annoying, but it's still enough to hold on. If it was sort of literally no bottom wick, then I probably would have closed, but we still got a bit of a bottom wick, so I'm not too concerned. But again, a bit of low volume now, as soon as we enter our position. In terms of management, it'll still just be, well, now will be a 30-minute closure above this level because we have a 30-minute close back below. So if we get 30-minute closure above this level is when we'll close. Yeah, pretty jumpy, sort of, just a bit of a weird day today, not gonna lie. It's been all over the shop. But we have a nice stop. If this hourly is going to continue down, it should respect the previous hourly highs. Even if it creates a big top wick, if it breaks this high, it's likely not going to continue down. So that's why we have our stops there. Very nice move on GJ. 20 odd pips. But I'm still liking gold. We just need, gold's just lacking some volume. It may be that this news is just holding gold a bit, but let's see. So as we start breaking the lows, I'll I'll look to go break even. Because we got a little bit of resistance / support to the left here. Gold is just no volume. Meanwhile, GJ is pumping. GJ, holy crap. So that's like 3 times this week where we've had the perfect analysis, but we just didn't quite get the entry. But Goldie, hopefully Goldie can continue. But again, it's just another trade, you know? Right, if we have one more push here, I'm gonna go break even. As we fill the wick, okay. All right, I am. Yeah, I'm gonna break even here, guys. Yeah, so I'm gonna break even. We just got quite a bit of stuff to the left here. Plus, if you look on the 5-minute, we had a wick to fill and then we filled that wick. Okay, so could reject here. And with low volume, like we're seeing on gold, I don't really want to be too involved with going into drawdown. Plus, we just took a loss today as well. So I don't want to be taking in more losses. So yeah, very happy with break even there. In terms of where to TP, let's see, 12 pips, technically it could run 20 pips down to here, but it's not the cleanest zone. So maybe around 15 pips, we take 80% and then let the rest run. Low volume. Nice trade, nice patiently waited. Didn't freak out as we went into drawdown, but yeah. Very happy with that. I think at around this level, I'll start looking for TP. I may even... we got a 15 closure in a second. But it's not really enough to take any. Only up 7 pips on my broker. But there is a potential we could get wicked out here as the new 15 opens. But yeah, it's not really worth taking anything off the table at this stage. I think at around this area is where I'm going to start looking. Just because we have a little bit of resistance there. But let's see if we can survive this next top wick now. Did also close with no bottom wick. Give us a bit of volume gold. What broker? I use IC markets. Oh, we're gonna get break even here, I can just tell. Because this didn't create a bottom wick, and now it's just gonna... But I mean, on my broker, I was only up... I was up like 10 pips, so... There's no real reason to close, so may as well just hold. Yeah, if we break this low, that's when I'll close 80%. If. But we're on a break-even train, so wouldn't be surprised. One more push. I want to get to about 12, 13 pips. Okay, I'm going to close 80% right here. Oh, close 80%. Okay, nice. So we got that final push. Lucky to survive that top wick. We got runners now. I'll hold runners all the way down to here. So runners will be the daily flip. Nice. So waited very patiently for that trade. Even in a bit of drawdown. But yeah, that was very nice. Closed at 1917.63. So it closed about 1917.63. So at about 14 and a half pips. 80%, okay? Well done if anyone took that. But again, you know, no point celebrating your wins because it's not going to be the last win. no point dwelling on a loss. It's not going to be the last loss. It's just another trade, okay? But yeah, that'll do me for London, I think. We'll chill for a bit, do the Wordle. Yeah, so I've got my TP for full at... Maybe I'll trail. If we get a nice closure below, and then a nice top wick, and then a flip, maybe I'll trail. But yeah, for now, my TP is at 1915.17. It's around 40 pips. GJ. Yeah, so that was actually quite a an interesting sort of emotional roller coaster. Not for me, but I think it could have been for a lot of traders, because you had GJ, which I wanted to take, but we didn't have the right stop loss. So I didn't take it, and then GJ jumped and gave us a nice move, and gold, which the one we entered, didn't. So a lot of traders there, and me in the past, would have gone, nah, I'm exiting gold, gold's not moving, so I'm going to take GJ, and then you would have entered GJ, and then GJ has low volume, it maybe gets stopped out, and you miss out on gold, and then you get even more FOMO and start doing more stupid stuff. So yeah, that was actually quite a interesting little period there. It's always good to sort of reflect on how you behaved and how you thought during a trade. I was definitely a bit null sector mentioned that, you know, it'll cause a bit of trouble if two setups happen at the same time on GJ and gold, and it definitely was playing on me. Like, I'm human, I'm not gonna just not have those effects, but it's about what you do, you know, it's about the actions that you do. But anyway, so that's nice to get the month off and running. I believe that was London Open, wasn't it? Pre-London. So that was a 15-minute breakout. The entry was pretty much impulse. I mean, we waited for the break of the low. Yeah, let's just call it break of highs. Previous stop loss was 22, I believe. Yes, 22 pips. Closed partial at, I think, 14 and a bit. Yeah, 14 and a half. And we still got runners. So he used to put in 2022 from my back testing. All right, so yeah, we'll let these run. Whether they go or not, I really don't mind. What I'm gonna look for in New York, I'm going to be careful with news, first of all. But you got a nice level here now on GJ to take buys, to fill a 27 pip range. If this daily flips, it could still flip to fill this wick to the top, because you've created a very nice bottom wick. And in terms of gold, obviously we can look at sells below here. That'll also be the daily flip. Okay. If this 15 sort of comes down and closes below here, and then we create a nice top wick and then we push, I may trail stops to the high of the 15 minute. That way we can potentially catch this move on all the way down. So we'll see. And yeah, let's do the Wordle. Ooh. It's a good day. It's a good day. W day on trade, W day on Wordle. Hold on here. So technically, if GJ closes above here, it's valid to take buys, but I don't like how I'd rather have a bit of a retest and then a continued close above. So yeah, but yeah, we'll hold these gold. Let's see what happens. But yeah, everyone have a good day. Good job if you got on that. Otherwise, see you guys tomorrow, same time. Goodbye.